Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that Texas. What's it up, baby? Y'all already know it is the big boss out. Boss dog K Poe through the door to talk this boxing. Just came out the gym. Before I get in my soliloquy, tough times don't last. Good people do. To knock yourself caught a minute. If I not remember you matter. Your boy didn't put in that work. I didn't put in that work. I didn't put in that work. I want to talk about Vasily Lomachenko and Gervonta Tank Davis. It's the talk of the town, the talk of the city, the talk of the country in America and in the Ukraine, right? I don't know if it's a talk in the Ukraine. I'm just making that stuff. But Vasily Lomachenko ends talks with Gervonta Tank Davis for a potential unification fight at the end of the year. The reason was basically Vasily Lomachenko says he's not feeling it. You know, he just don't have the desire. You know, looks to come back in 2025. This is a duck, okay? I'm sorry. I tried to think of a valid reason. You know, the war, the Ukraine war, like maybe he got family in the Ukraine war or something like that. And, you know, it's bothering him. So, you know, he, got to get his mind right. But then I really analyzed it. I said, this man done fought 3 times since they attacked the Ukraine, since Russia attacked the Ukraine, right? Russia attacked Ukraine in February of 2022. He's fought 3 times, right? He fought Jermaine Ortiz, Devin Haney, and George Kambosos. So I'm like, if that's the reason, I'm sorry. That doesn't validate anything, right? This is a duck move. I mean, he did the same thing with Shakur Stevenson. And I don't understand how top-ranking Bob Arum allows him to do these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Tank Davis is the fight. That's the biggest fight. You're going to get paid, all that, right? It's also a fight where you can help build your legacy. I mean, Vasily Lomachenko has a pretty good resume. He fought Teofimo. He fought Devin Haney. He fought George Kambosos. You know, he fought Rigondeaux. He's fought a lot of people. You know what I mean? And for him not to add Gervonta Tank Davis to his resume, I have an issue with that. I think it's a duck move, and I think he should be stripped of his belt, to be honest. That's just my opinion, right? You are looked at as the best of the best, right? Vasily Lomachenko is looked at as the top tier of the 135 pounds. So I don't understand why this man can't fight Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? That's the fight. Gervonta Tank Davis is number 1 in the 135. You're ranked number 2 according to ESPN. So I don't understand how you don't fight Gervonta Tank Davis. I get it how you don't want to fight Shakur. I understand that, right? Shakur is a boring fight. Now, Shakur has a belt, so that may be a little bit more intriguing. But at the time when they offered the Shakur fight to Gervonta Tank Davis, to Shakur Stevenson, he didn't have a belt. I think he had like some type of secondary belt or something like that. He wasn't the full champion. So it's a lot that goes into this situation with Vasily Lomachenko, right? I just don't understand how he keep getting these passes, right? He keep getting these passes. Like, everybody's okay with that. But if Gervonta Tank Davis sat there and said, oh, look, I'm not going to fight this guy. If Devin Haney said, hey, I'm not going to fight this guy. If Shakur Stevenson said, hey, I'm not going to fight this guy, they would get backlash. But it's like this guy can basically say, hey, man, I'm not getting in the ring. I'm not going to compete with this said fighter. And it's okay. Nobody's like, oh, it's okay. No. It shouldn't be okay. This is ridiculous. It's bad for the sport of boxing. And you're looked at as, like I say, number 2, right? You're at the top of the division. So, especially you fighting the number 1 guy in the division. That's going to be an issue, right? So, I'm intrigued to see how this goes. Because according to Michael Benson, they said Vasily wanted to fight at the end of the year, right? Now, there's other reports saying that he wants to fight in 2025. If I'm Tank, I don't wait on Vasily Lomachenko. That's just what it is. I don't wait on Vasily Lomachenko. So if I'm Tank, I'm either going to go ahead and make that Shakur fight, right? Make that Shakur fight or the Williams Zepeda fight. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think Williams Zepeda fight will be more interesting. I think the Shakur fight will be bigger outside the ring. I think inside the ring, we all know who's going to win that fight, and that's Tank. I think Tank gives Shakur Stevenson some melatonin, right? I think Shakur is going to basically elude, maneuver, and all night until Tank catch him, and that's it. You're going to hear some booing in that fight, I'm telling you. But Williams Zepeda going to come to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I like that fight for Gervonta Tank Davis or Williams Zepeda. Or, hell, a Teofimo Lopez fight. You know what I'm saying? Fight him at a catchweight. If Teofimo really want that smoke, fight him at a catchweight. Now, I know Teofimo Lopez is looking to fight Terence Crawford. He wants to fight, guys at bigger weight classes. But if I'm Tank, I think if the Tank offers a fight to Teofimo Lopez, I think he'll take it. You know what I mean? And I think Teofimo Lopez recently said that, hey, I'll fight Tank, but I know he ain't going to fight me. You know what I mean? So we shall see how this carousel goes, but it's a duck move from Vasily Lomachenko. I was actually shocked that he did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understood him kind of eluding around Shakur. You know what I mean? I understood it. A little bit. It still was a duck. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get twisted. It still was a duck move, but I understood it. This, I don't understand. You facing the number one guy in your weight class who also has a belt. You got a belt. It's a unification. It'd be the biggest fight. It's a fight that we've been wanting to see for the longest of times, and you don't want to fight him. You talk about not right now. I just can't gear myself up right now. It's like, what are we doing? How is this acceptable? And this is what I be talking about when it pertains to Vasily Lomachenko. This man do what he want. This man sit here and be like, I don't feel like it, and they cool with that. Top Rank grants him the. It's like, how is that possible? If I'm Bob Bam's promoter, I'm like, look, if you don't fight Gervonta Tank Davis, you might as well just go ahead and drop that belt, and we'll terminate your contract. This is the best fighter in the world. Who you gonna fight? You can't fight no more Richard Comays. You can't fight Jermaine Ortiz again. There's nobody else for you to fight but Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Williams Zepeda. Those are the last three fights. You'd have fought everybody else. You'd have fought the David Haney's and Teofimo Lopez's, right? I mean, he could fight Eastside People Cruz, but that's a dangerous fight for him. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a dangerous fight for a lot of people, even Tank. You know what I'm saying? Because Eastside People Cruz come to fight. He ain't trying to be cute. He ain't trying to do nothing. He trying to fight. That's it. That boy coming like this, and he coming to fight. That's it. Now, Vasily he gonna have to redeem himself. I don't know what he gonna do, but this make him look bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think he care? No. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think he cared. That's why he did it. You know what I mean? He don't care. He like, man. Because if he cared about public opinion, he wouldn't have did this duck move. So I'm intrigued to see what Vasily Lomachenko gonna do next. Hopefully, he fight Tank. Hopefully they can change his mind. Part of me don't want to believe it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of me just I really want this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I really want Gervonta Tank Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko. I just want to see the best fight the best. You know what I mean? I look at Vasily Lomachenko as one of the top fighters at 135. I look at Tank as the guy at 135. So why not let these dudes fight? You got Shakur, who's, on the cusp. He just need an opportunity. Nah. I think Shakur can beat a lot of people. But when it comes down to Tank and even Lomachenko, I don't know. Even Frank Martin, I don't know. Abdullah Mason, I don't know. You know what I mean? We got to keep it 1,000. Styles make fights. You know what I mean? So, but this is a duck move from Vasily Lomachenko. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.